No, I speak Russian. I don't speak Ukrainian, unfortunately.
Does that make you feel bad?
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, ever since like 2014, I think it was always like a thing of, ugh. But like my parents only speak Russian, so
Well, I mean, all good. I mean, I need to get something off my chest real quick, and then we can proceed
yeah.
with everything else if you're cool with that.
Welcome to TWURPs, everybody. We have huge news, huge. Sean really needs to get this off his chest, so
I, I
floor's
wouldn't
yours.
say it's huge news. It is
It's
just like a
huge.
literal editorial correction. Um, my sun is Capricorn, my moon is Virgo, and my rising is Scorpio. So I completely misspoke previously on my
Whoa. And what does this mean?
dude. Fuck if I know, but I haven't gotten that far yet. But I just wanted to announce to the world that that is the case, and also as another correction, uh, Geminis, they are not two-faced because I previously had said they were two-faced, but what they actually are multi-layered people. And so
Multi-faced.
not even multi-faced. Like, please don't put words in my mouth here because like I'm gonna get in trouble again. But I would just want to shout out Leah for pointing those incorrect statements out. And so thank you for always holding me very accountable. So I appreciate you. And so just wanted to get that out of the way first and foremost before I am a journalistic liar for one more second.
Wait, so Sun is Capricorn. Is
My
that
son
what?
is, yeah, I mean, that I did not get wrong. I am a
Yeah.
prototypical Capricorn no, through and through for sure. But instead of a Gemini, my moon is in Virgo. And I forget what my rising was previously, but it is in Scorpio. So as a heads up to everyone who gives a shit, that's that's what it is.
Which I
But
can imagine like is one person.
would you say?
It's how many people care other than me and you? Because I
Probably
care
like
about your son.
I think one other person in my life cares. And so yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, I know you had a couple of things that you wanted to bring up. Did you want to get
Wait,
started, or do you want to
hold
talk
on.
about ranked?
No, this is interesting to me. How did that affect your when you looked it up? How did it affect like your position on it? Like, did you feel like you've been lied to by yourself? Were you like,
What do you mean?
like when you found out that your moon is in Virgo? Were you
I
like,
will I will get back to you on that. I don't have all of the information to speak on it right now, but what was most important to me was the correction more than anything
gotcha?
else. I mean, I'm happy to Google it right now, but I just really meant a lot to me to have that journalistic truth
I
come
kind
out.
of thought it took you into a spiral the way you brought it up.
No, I spiral on most things, but not this one. This is just me making it right. And that usually doesn't
Okay,
make me spiral.
I'm proud. Thank you for the correction.
You're
Hopefully,
welcome, man.
hopefully we'll figure out what the fuck uh, your Virgo moon means.
I'm sure, I mean, hey, for all of our 15 to 20 subscribers across all platforms, if anyone would like to tell me what is going on with my stuff, I'm happy to have a hour-long conversation about it for free. So,
I just feel like this is huge.
is it huge news? Is it
It feels huge. No, okay. Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, it's disrespectful to, you know, the people who
it's
care about.
disrespectful?
All right, fine, I'll stop.
I mean, how is it disrespectful? It is literally me telling the truth, and I got to
Just
live my
like
truth as much as
not
I
to
possibly
like
can.
not to know how it impacts you.
Bro, we can look this
Has
shit
it
up right now.
impacted your
Like
life?
you seem to really want to like dive deep into this shit. So I'm looking this shit up right now. I was thinking maybe we would just jump right into us extending our relationship to now playing ranked together, which there's only like two other people in my life that I play ranked with, and now there's
I'm
three, and it's you. And like we are becoming very rapidly close and closer and closer. And I wanted to spend the whole hour talking about playing ranked with you, and then you want to have me divulge my
I'm
entire characteristics. So, all right, let's see this. So,
I'm
Sun
actively
Capricorn,
trying to. Go ahead, go ahead.
Moon Virgo, Rising Scorpio. What does this all mean? Okay. Okay. Deeply intense, grounded, and strategic personality. You appear mysterious, intense, and magnetic. I don't think anyone would ever say that I'm magnetic, but operate with extreme practical, analytical, and disciplined dedication. You are ambitious, private, highly analytical, and I don't think I'm analytical unless it's like in a social situation. I am certainly not analytical as a coach. I'm not the guy that like pushes my glasses up and is just like, well, actually, like if you don't do this level of volume, then you won't PR next year or some shit like that. But yeah, discipline, dedication. You are ambitious, private, highly analytical, and possess immense emotional depth. Good Lord. And so, shall I go on, or is your appetite whetted?
Appetite is whetted.
Okay, good.
The more we talk about it, the more I believe in it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we're gonna.
I have been called intense quite often, especially recently. And yeah, dedicated, ambitious, focused on success. You feel secure through structure and order, critical of yourself, which is, yeah, I mean, shit, like I am probably the biggest self-loather in the world, and critical of yourself and others to ensure efficiency. Your inner, yeah, which is true. Your inner world is precise, and you likely possess a high level of intellectual and analytical intuition, which is true because I very much rely very heavily on my intuition more than anything else in my head. And then my Scorpio rising is you command a room and present as a mysterious, intense, or magnetic presence. I fucking hate commanding a room, by the way. Every time I walk into a warm-up room, I'm just like, let me find the nearest wall and just stand there. And you appear cool, calm, and collected, brooding on the outside, often acting as a shield for your deeper emotions, which I'm about to start crying right now. You are observant and hold yourself to high standards. And, the key behavioral themes: intense achiever, secretive but grounded, higher standards and perfectionism, and controlled emotions. And that is not true sometimes. There are times where I'm just like, I can't control my emotions at all. So especially when playing ranked, or especially when I'm like fucking triggered, dude, I cannot control my shit at all. I just need to like verbally process out loud with someone close to me, or chat GPT.
As far as being commanding a room, the thing is, like, you don't like it, but like it or not, every time you enter a room, everybody knows you're there. Everybody has an eye on you. Everybody cares about Sean.
That is
It's
not
crazy.
true.
It's so true.
That is not true. Like every time I walk into a room, I just don't want to be perceived, and I just want to just do my job, and I just want to be left alone. But I will say, usually when someone comes up to me and says, "Oh, you're barbells and cats," I'm just like, what do you want to do with that information? Do you want me to socially carry this conversation for the next 20 seconds and then move on? But the things that mean the most to me is when people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, that thing you posted or that thing you said on a podcast, it really resonated with me." And I really enjoy those conversations a ton. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for anyone that comes up to me and says that. But if someone comes up to me and says, "Oh, like you're barbers and cats, and like, can I touch your beard?" And I'm like, "Bro, fuck you and your entire family." And I am seething in my head, but then I have to be PR trained and say, "Thank you for your acknowledgement, and hope you have a good day today." Hope you or your athlete has a good day today. But yeah, it's weird because I never really knew what popularity felt like until about 10 years ago when I became a powerlifting coach. So it still is very wild to me that, like yesterday, an athlete had emailed me and she was like, "Hey, you showed up in a memoir book written by a powerlifter," and she name dropped you as one of her coaches. And I knew about this previously, and she had mentioned something to the tune of, I wonder how people go about naming public figures. And I'm like, I'm not a public figure, bro.
Yeah.
I am just a dude, bro. I am just trying to like get people to squat, bench, and deadlift at least 2.5 kilos higher than what they did last meet, and that's literally my job. So, yeah, if anything, I've taken a back seat, like Obama. I've taken a back seat on being public as a powerlifting coach, but I have had a little bit of a resurgence lately with doing a Q&A on Instagram and posting more on Instagram and being vulnerable on Instagram. And it's just been one of those things where I feel like that is a sign that nature is healing,
I loved it. I love that you're out there, that people get to see more of you. It's so cute.
It's cute. I appreciate that, man. That means a
You
lot.
mentioned in a memoir, though. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I have not read what was written about me, but
I did not think that you did.
What'd you say?
I did not think that you did.
No, I'm like Johnny Depp, man. You know how Johnny Depp never watches his movies and stuff like that? Like, whenever I'm on a podcast or whenever I'm on some sort of, medium or media, I never watch it. Never ever watch it. I'm just like, I'm glad it's done and over with, and I'm just gonna go play ranked, So, but yeah, all of my activities throughout the day is just a way for me to secure that hour of my life where I can get to play ranked and get shit on for an hour, and then have everything else in my life go perfectly great. So.
Yeah. Okay. We can talk about ranked. I was avoiding it, to be honest with you.
Why were you avoiding it?
Because I am such dog shit. I am such dog shit at ranked, and I have been trying so hard for the last 3 days to get better.
Yeah.
We play. I mean, how long ago did we play?
We played S&D, which I absolutely shit on everybody on that S&D. And I'm like, yo, these kids are dog shit. They're so bad. And
that's the benefit of playing with me.
Dude, I mean, everyone on the other team, there was a plat on the other team, and he was just did not deserve being plat. I think I might go back and message him and say, hey, I played with you a couple days ago, and I just wanted to let you know that you're the worst player I've ever played against. You were free like a motherfucker. You're easy, GG easy type thing, But yeah, I mean, how you feel playing with me is how I feel playing with Jay, because Jay is like a Crimson. He's consistently a Crimson, and he probably could make it to Erie if it wasn't for the fact that I play with him almost every day, because I sell him almost every day.
Yeah.
So, and when you had mentioned like you get tense and stuff like that, I get very tense when I play with Jay. I let my nuts hang a lot more when I play with myself. Pause. Or when I solo queue. Or when I'm playing with like a couple of not lifters, but a couple of people that are ranked similarly to me. But yeah, man, I take ranked just as seriously as I take coaching, being a dad. It is something that has dominated a very large amount of my free time, just watching content, rewatch. Actually, so I never rewatch my podcasts or any kind of media that I do, but I will always rewatch my gameplay. And I think that would be very helpful for anybody to do.
Yeah, I should start recording it, because like there's games that I play that I'm like, I'll get 40 easily, like at least a 1.8 to 2 KD, and like I'm playing like lights out and we win. Yeah. It's all cool, and I'm at the top of the leaderboard, and then fucking the next fucking game I'll be like 1 of 8 in S&D and just fucking hate my life.
Being cyberbullied by your teammates.
I fucking lost it yesterday at a guy. I'm like, first of all, he has a mic, but he's not saying anything. And right. I'm like doing call outs and all that. And he like gets mad at me for accidentally, like I was like, I'm trolling the other team. And in between matches, I'm like, oh, don't worry about it, guys. I'm just trolling them. I'm not actually serious. And the very next play, I fucking make a huge mistake. I went to the wrong bomb.
It happens.
I went to the wrong bomb and fucking sitting there waiting as the time's running out, waiting for them to plant. And it's like they plant over there, and I'm like, I have to run over there and get killed on the way there. But he's like, oh, so you're actually trolling. Fuck this guy. And I just like, I'm like, I'm fucking playing. Like, I'm trying to play. I made a mistake. And he just, it got bad. I was like, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck. I was like, how about you just fucking mute me, you bitch?
Yeah, dude, when I'm on my like Aura ring, like my ring tells me that my heart rate is spiking when I'm playing. And one of the core pieces of coaching advice that I get, because I have like a Call of Duty coach, and he's like, dude, you got to breathe. Like you're sucking in mad air, like as you're about to get into a gunfight, like just chill the fuck out. Like I can't, bro, because I have so much of my self-worth tied to winning this one gunfight and doing the right thing. So what the fuck are you talking about, man? What do you think this is? You think this is just a game? This shit is light. This shit is real life for me, bro. You know?
When I play in a shit lobby and like nobody's talking and we start losing by like 50 to 100, I fucking just start running around the map. I lose it. Like nobody's talking, I'll wait for people, nobody's showing up. So I'm just like, all right, fuck it. I run around the map, checking stuff out. Like look at it.
Look at the graphics.
Yeah, looking at the graphics. I'm like, oh, I didn't know this was back here.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, like, you know, well, I mean, with respect to running around, like we've all been there where you're just getting shit on and it's just absolutely chalked and you just have to just protect your KD. Yeah. So that's the best thing to do is just to make sure your KD is positive so that way you lose minimal SR. But yeah, I mean, I'm like staying up way too late at night watching pro players and only looking at the mini map to see what the strategies are like. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy how shit I am at this game, given the amount of mental and physical effort that I put into this.
That is so frustrating.
Yeah, I just think that I have to be reborn. Unfortunately, I have to like rethink my instincts and my biases and see how I can put together a crim run. But for this season, my only goal is to make it to diamond. So that way I get to diamond for the next season. And then I have the whole next season to make it to crim. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I've never been diamond this early on before. So
how many opportunities do you get a day to, not just, I mean, like how many games a day are you playing to try to get there? Because if you're getting like in diamond, you're probably getting max, what, like 30 SR?
Yeah, I mean, to be clear, I am plat 2 right now. I'm probably going to be plat 3 tomorrow. So diamond is going to be pretty much a shoe in my opinion, because at plat 2, I'm still getting anywhere between 30 to 50 SR, depending on my performance. But yeah, I mean, we have 40 to 50 days to make it to the next level. And so as long as I make it to diamond, I mean, I don't think I've ever been diamond 1 in the first season. So that already would be a PR for me. I'm already coping as it is. But yeah, I mean, I typically play about 4 to 6 games a day. More likely 4. But on certain days like Thursday where I have my day off, I will probably try to play like 8 to 10. But the problem there is that if you lose your free SR, you know, then you might like have a negative day. And that's the one thing I'm trying my best to prevent is that so far every single day since Ranked has come out, I have had a profitable day in SR farming or what have you. But that's going to change once I get to diamond, because people who are in diamond right now are crims basically, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of like excited to not be in diamond just quite yet. So that way I can just be in diamond lobbies where you're actually diamond, playing against other people. But yeah, my boy Jay, shout out to him. He's diamond 2 already, and he's just absolutely bringing me into some demon ass lobbies.
This is going to be a harder question for you. What do you think Jay is better at than you that he's like a, a crim.
The only thing that I'm better at than Jay is that I just sit on the hill and hope that nobody kills me. That's the only thing that I'm better at him than. Every time, because like when I'm not playing with Jay, I will assume like an in-game leader position. Like, yo, like I'm doing this, you have to do this, and I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but don't do that. But then when I play with Jay, it's just like, yo, Sean, get my hill. And I'm like, yes, sir. I will stand on hill, crouch or lay prone, and just hope that nobody gets me. So it is weird because this is something that happens to pro players too, where they switch teams and the team is a better team for them, but their role is much more limited. And so they don't play as good because they have to play a certain role. And so for me, and again, maybe this is coping, but every time I play with Jay, I don't really have an opportunity to really slay out, and I don't really have an opportunity to have like, to cut lanes or to hold lanes. My only real opportunity to be useful is to play entry sub as a hill bunny. So like I will, like when I play with Jay, I'm like getting 100 plus seconds on hill, but when I play by myself, it's like closer to 30 seconds because I'm too busy like slaying out or cutting off lanes and things of that nature.
Yeah. How do you get a lot of kills when you play that position? Because when I play, like, I don't play the hill because because at my level, everybody's shitty and they're all like, you have to be on the hill.
On the hill,
So
yeah.
like,
All three of your teammates are on the hill
I have
together.
three
Yeah,
teammates with
holding hands.
150 seconds. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm in the back, and what ends up happening is they're not good enough to wrap around anyway. So I don't get a lot of opportunities to cut people off trying to wrap, trying to, come through the middle or whatever. They're all coming front. So like I only get like around 30 to 40 kills when I'm playing well.
I mean, 30 to 40 is not bad at all. Like anything above 35, I think is a pretty good game, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
like, there have been times where in like my gold lobbies, when I first started off in gold, that I'd be dropping like 50 to 60.
Yeah,
And then I'm just like, what are we doing here, boys? Like, get me out of this shit right now. And then now that I'm like plat 2, I'm probably going anywhere between 30 to 35. But that's primarily because I'm not an AR. I'm a sub, right? And it's one of those things where I think for subs, your goal is to get to the point and also rotate early. So in your case, what I would say is that just take an AR, a primary AR role, and just get into a power spot, especially if you know that everyone whose gold is going to just push front and headbutt hill every single time, and just lay out that way.
I
The only
hate it,
time that
though.
you would ever be able to be successful with getting mad kills is if you're playing against higher level players, because they're always going to be pinching or flanking or, rotating
Yeah.
early. And that's when you can have a good opportunity. And I'm speaking as if I'm like a great player. I'm not a good player at all. I'm passionate, I'm passionate.
I haven't, like, last season or whatever it was the first time I've ever played any video games like extensively. Before
Well, good
that
for you,
was
man.
like
I mean, I think that's
Halo.
my impact on you is like, hey, like you're a full grown adult. Why don't you start playing video games, bro? You know,
I'm close to buying a controller. I haven't yet, but I'm close.
Dude, you have to. You will be so much of a better player if you get a scuff controller. Like I think if I had to play on a regular controller, I think I would probably have like a point 0.5 KD.
I
And like
feel it.
I have like a gaming monitor with a high refresh rate and all that stuff. Like there's no reason for me to be like not crim except for my own inability. But yeah, before everyone's ears start glazing over, we can switch topics whenever you want. But I just figured
I
like
think people. This
this
is
is all
interesting.
super niche information on ranked. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to play again sometime. And, but I think that at a certain point, if let's say, for example, if you're gold and I'm diamond, I'm not sure if we can actually queue up together.
The sooner we can not queue up together, the better for me. Like I want to play with you. I love playing with you. I think that I definitely can won't next time I won't be as tense. Next time I will just be shitty and like, because I prefer to talk, especially during search. I love talking. I love, one of my favorite things to do is to tell people that they should be pro. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are like one of the best teams I've ever played against. Are you guys like pro or something?
And their golds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that would piss off a diamond or above, but I think it would also like give someone a very big confidence boost if they were gold. But yeah, I mean, I think that number one, as someone that sells Chuck and Jay all the time, and they never make me feel bad about it for the most part, I always extend that same grace to you. You can go 0 for 12, and I'd be like, hey man, like, great game, like you did awesome.
That would hurt me so much.
No, because it's really on me. It's really on me. Like if I don't do my job, then that's the reason why we lost. I don't really look at it as, hey, someone else. I try my best not to externalize my problems, and I try to be like LeBron James, who also has a very similar birthday to me. He's December 30th, and I'm December 31st, and whenever he loses, like at the finals, or he doesn't get to the finals, right? He can very clearly scapegoat his teammates, right?
Yeah.
And he always is like, well, I could have done this better. I could have been better in this position. I could have, improved my team by doing this. And so
that's a mark of a really great player and great person, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I will always put it on myself. I'm like, if I went 45 and 15 and you went like 20 and 20 and we lost, my first instinct would to say I should have went 50 and 10. I should have went 55 and 8, or I should have been more communicative, or I should have been less selfish with my slaying out, right? So like, that's just the type of player that I am, and that's just the type of person that I am. And so, I think that hopefully you can rest assured that if you are dog shit in a game, then my opinion or my mental narrative will say, happens to us all. It's all good. At least I got to spend some good time with my boy Vitaly. That's all I really give a fuck about. So you're good,
I
man.
definitely would like to play again at some point. But I will tell you, like last year, I was full-time AR. It was just like super comfortable. It was my first time playing ranked. And now that I've been using that new gun, the new SMG,
The Drazik or whatever. Yeah.
I can't go back. I hate using the AR now.
Well, here's the thing. I have news for you, by the way. Whatever gun you get good at on season 1, guess what? That shit is going to be super nerfed next season or in the mid-season. Because, like I started off with the MP5 and the KSV in BO6. And I was a KSV merchant. I was probably the best player I've ever been with the KSV. And then they nerfed the fuck out of it. And then I had to switch over to the Jackal, and I was so dog shit for like the next 2 seasons. And
I couldn't use it.
The Drazik, for example, it's broken. Like it has the range of an AR, it has the mobility of an SMG, and I will guarantee you, bro, that shit is going to be absolutely nerfed moving into the next season. But enjoy it while you can.
I just think I'm going to be SMG from now on. I really like flanking. I really like going around. I like running around. I hate sitting on the point. It's just no fun for me.
SMG is actually a harder role to play than AR.
Yeah, it's so much harder.
I just want you to know what you're getting yourself into. But yeah, that's everything that I choose to do with my free time is always maxed out to the absolute most highest level of difficulty that I can self-inflict to myself, right?
Yeah.
So like I think that if I played AR and just never worried about hill and things of that nature, I probably would have ended up at Crim already. But fuck that.
At 6, like in 6, I used to sit on the stairs with my AR and just fucking shoot people off the roof and off the bedroom, in the bedroom and in the kitchen.
That's free.
Just pop. That was
Do you ever
fun.
tell people that they're free?
Yeah. Like their souls or like
No, free as in like, yo, this was like the easiest game I've ever played in my life. This was like free SR for me.
Yeah. No, I've never done that because it's never been that for me. I'm not good enough.
Dude, I will have, that's the dichotomy of me, right? Where I will, to my teammates, be like, I could have done better, or like, no worries, it's all good, shit happens. But then to the other team, I'm like, bro, you guys are such dog shit. Like, send me your address. I'll give you my address. I don't give a fuck. Like, you guys fucking suck. Like, go be a family man.
I do like proximity chat for that reason, because I do like to say you stink every time I kill someone.
Oh, dude, I will go with like the most emotionally abusive words that I can come up with.
I like you stink and get better, and if I killed you, you suck.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good
That's one of my favorites.
I tend to go for the jugular a little bit more, but yeah, amongst diamond players or above, it's much more toxic, I'd say, because everyone expects to be really good. And there was a 4-stack of diamonds that I was playing with yesterday, and they were such dog shit. And I'm like, I can't wait to get the diamond to play with you guys. You guys are fucking terrible at this game. And they all 4 of their mics turned on, and they started like yelling at me. And I'm like, bro, like just keep coping, bro. You fucking suck, and you should absolutely uninstall and go play Valorant or go play fucking Fortnite or some shit like that, because this shit ain't for you.
or like a guy who's gold 3 for no reason. And you're like, oh, your friends aren't playing with you today.
Yeah, you couldn't find anyone to carry your ass in a backpack. You know, and you're here by yourself, and you're like easy prey.
I suck way too much to talk the amount of shit that I do. The thing is, I've been com banned, like, I pretty much spent the last season of BO6 like com banned, so I'm trying so hard not to.
That's interesting, man, because I've said some of the craziest things I've ever said in my life on COD, and I've never been com banned.
I promise you, not a single slur was said. I don't say slurs.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can always comment on what you think their hair color is, or you can always comment on, you can always just make suggestive observational commentary of like, hey, you probably voted for this person.
Oh, dude, the other day, fucking.
That's what I do. I say suggestive things that, people can put 2 and 2 together, but it's not heinous enough for me to be com banned.
Oh, God. One of my teammates called him a liberal, a libtard, and he was like,
oh, no.
And then, like, we were playing S&D, and I go, hey, you, me, and Kamala can go have dinner together after this.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not having dinner with Kamala.
Dude, they get so pissed because, like, especially if you get like some dude from Florida who's like a 40-year-old with their kid screaming in the background, they're gonna be so pissed. Like, I was playing COD when Trump got shot in the ear, and like half the lobby was like not even focused on playing because they're like, "Oh my god, my president like got shot!" I'm like, bro, like, lock the fuck in. Like, what are we talking about here, boys? Like, lock the fuck in.
Just the president, fucking it.
Yeah, and at the end of the match, I was like, "You probably still wear your mask, right?" And he's just like, "No, I don't wear my mask. Like, I never wore my mask."
Dude, yesterday, probably the craziest thing I've ever heard. This lady there was like a child in the back, and in between games, she goes, "Oh, sweetie," she goes, "Thank you for the vape juice, sweetie."
The vape juice? Yeah. Good Lord. Yeah, I mean, I will say, vape juice. Like, you've trained your baby to do one thing, and that is to get you your vape juice. That's crazy to me.
That's crazy. But after every game, we're just like, thanks for the blueberry raz.
Good Lord. I mean, I will say that being a woman playing ranked is probably the bravest thing that anyone could ever do.
It is pretty rough. I'm not a fan of some of the things that get said.
I'm not either, but it's always like, hey, what's your Twitch stream, or you sound hot or some shit. Yeah. And or it's like disparaging. It's like disparaging, like, hey, like, women should not be playing COD or some shit. And I'm like, good Lord, man, like, this is crazy.
Don't you have a sandwich to make?
Yeah, and I'm just like, dude, this is insane. But I don't know. I hope to have even an ounce of the emotional resilience that a female playing COD in ranked has,
Yeah.
because yeah, they be getting told some really disparaging shit, and they just kind of let it like go to the side, and they don't really like, I mean, they seem to be acclimated to it, and I don't think they ever should have to feel acclimated to it, but at the same time, it's super strange. The whole lobby gets super weird when they start hearing a female voice in
Yeah.
the chat, and I'm just like, have you guys never had a touch of the woman, or the touch of a woman, or whatever the case is, you know?
And now that we've entered feminism corner in our podcast,
Yes.
um, women are probably some of my best teammates that I've played with in the lobby, like solo queuing. If it's a
Oh,
woman,
dude,
like
100%.
I know that they're going to be talking, they're doing call outs, they're going to be where they need to be. Guys, like never, almost never do you have like a guy who's like actually where he needs to be.
Yeah, that's why it's important to get in touch with your feminine side as a man, because that means that you can be actually in touch with what's going on and speak to it, as opposed to just bury it deep inside and then die of a heart attack at 60 years old or some shit like that. But yeah, I agree. There's a couple of girls on my friends list, and there was actually one girl that I played with for a really long time, but her name was Jazz, and she had a Twitch stream, but she hasn't played in forever because she switched over to not Black Ops, but she switched over to Battlefield. But she was a pretty good player. I mean, she was my teammate when I was in Plat, and we both got to Diamond together. And yeah, every once in a while, I would just see her like playing on Battlefield, and I'm just like, damn, like that sucks, man. But like, hope you're doing well.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, I don't know how much we can talk about COD anymore, but I'm pretty sure we can talk forever. But let me ask you a question. So, a couple of games now, I've noticed like the beginning of the game is like fucking easy. I'm
Yeah,
killing people left and right. These guys can't shoot a fucking, wall to save their life. Like it's crazy.
yeah,
And then like halfway through the game, it's like a laser beam to my forehead. It's like they can shoot me across the map in my forehead. I'm not one to call out cheating. I hate that. I don't care if you cheat. Like you know what I'm saying? Like cheat all you want. But is that cheating? Like are they doing something? Or are they like trying to start the game off like without using anything, and then like halfway through they're like, fuck, we're losing, and turn whatever on? Or because I
yeah.
don't even know what these things are or what happens.
Well, I will say that supposedly at this point in time, it is easier for you to cheat on console than it is for you to cheat on PC, which is weird, which is wild to say, because for the longest time, the perspective has been that you do not have an opportunity to cheat outside of having a Cronus on your controller. But what I will say is that this is probably related to the feedback I gave you about headbutting, because
I stopped doing that too.
what I will say is that, especially on modes like search and hardpoint, there is a predictive position that people will get used to. And that's probably why you're getting beamed in the middle of the game and not in the beginning of the game. Because to be honest, there are many times where I'm comfortable losing in the first half because they get this confidence about them. And then all of a sudden, you start to read patterns and you start to anticipate better, and then the momentum shifts, and then they get absolutely tilted. And that's one of my favorite things to do. I'm not a very emotive guy, and every time I've PR'd in training or in competition, I've only like looked at the scoreboard, saw white lights, and then I just like shrugged and walked away. But when I win like a 240, 249 to 250 game, I'm like waking up my entire household. I'm like, let's fucking go. So but
Those
yeah,
are the best.
yeah.
But I
So
swear to God, like it really feels like, and I mean, like, and it's usually one or two players. It's not the whole team. Like most of the team, I can still all win gunfights, but it's like one or two players are fucking not just like know exactly where I am, but every gunfight, like during a transition, during like going point to point, it's just like all of a sudden it's can't miss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a similar player where like I will start off a little cold and then towards the middle to the end I would be beaming. And that's usually because you might have people that are starting off their first game with no warm up. And which by the way, I would highly recommend to warm up prior to get jumping into ranked. But a lot of people don't because they don't have the time. And so they're like really stiff, pause, and then they're also like, very much not playing up to the speed that it needs to be, and then they'll just get more used to it. Because
Okay.
typically cheaters are going to be cheating at the start.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
You
just
know,
like wondering because maybe I need to change up because like I do notice when people like do the same shit over and over again when they like move, when they try to like get to the next point and stuff like that.
yeah,
Especially during S&D when like literally earlier today I played a game. Every single time this team was on offense, two guys did the exact same thing. So it's just like you're running around the corner, he's going to be right behind that porch, bang, 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 and you move on. So
yeah,
it's like,
exactly. Yeah, like you can recognize patterns, and then like and you would think that me being autistic that I would be way better at this game, but I'm just not. However, we've now talked more about ranked than we have about powerlifting in general.
yeah.
So let's switch gears because I don't want to lose the interest of the 10 people that watch this religiously.
I got a question for you then. Let's switch to powerlifting. I got a question for you. Have you heard of the guy, the controversy in ski jumping, like long distance ski jumping?
Dude, I could give less of a fuck about ski jumping, man, or the Winter Olympics in general.
Well, Winter Olympics are happening right now, and there's a huge controversy. One of the guys is there's a one of the guys there's speculation that he's using penis injections to enlarge his penis for ski season so he can get longer distance. Basically, more surface area means the suit's bigger. It means he can get more draft. So they're using
That's
like
crazy.
I know. That's crazy. But it's like it's cheating, but it's not like something you can detect.
It's like gamesmanship. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like
It's like
you have
wearing
to
an
like
oversized T-shirt on deadlifts, so that way your shoulders look like they're locked out, but they're not.
yeah.
Yeah. Except this time you're injecting something in your penis to.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, is there anything comparable in powerlifting? Not steroids, obviously, but like something
Oh,
like
100%.
that.
100%. Like soda on your soles when you're benching, like rubbing
Okay, yeah,
Coca-Cola all over your soles. Um, Not a kink, by the way, but like
not a kink.
it's just a thing, right? It's just a thing that people do.
Neither is the penis injection.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, maybe someone's into that, but yeah. So like rubbing like some sort of sugary substance on the feet, wearing an oversized T-shirt to block bench depth and to block the perception that shoulders are rolled forward on deadlift. For squat, there is also like the perception that having a striped sided singlet is easier for people to see where depth lines and creases are, and that's why a couple of people will have like that super bright color, like whether it be pink or green on the sides, so that way you can see depth much more easily. And on top of that, yeah, that's the only things that come up on the top of my mind. But when there was this crazy one where someone wore like pine tar on their butt to keep their butt on the bench, and I'm like, that's pretty obvious that it's only the clothing that you're wearing that
Yeah.
is sticking to the bench itself. And stuffing tissue paper inside your bench shoes so that way you can be more like tight on leg drive. Or just going full tilt and wearing like a fucking slingshot underneath your singlet. That's always a good
I was just
idea.
gonna mention that. Remember that guy?
Yeah, I mean the fact that he ran out and ran away every single attempt should have already gave someone pause, because nobody is running out unless it's like a high school nationals meet. No one's like running out to the bar, you know.
I
So
mean, they're running. He's like running out with his hands like straight, like in front of him
right.
too. It's like,
I'm like, how did nobody know? It was like obvious the moment I first saw him run out and like smoke his bench, where I'm just like, dude, there's no shot that this dude is like not doing this naturally. But yeah, I mean,
I don't
I mean,
understand cheating.
yeah, it's weird to cheat in powerlifting because who gives a shit, right? At the same time, but do you have the opinion that the best powerlifters are actually taking drugs and just not like, and just simply passing the drug test? Like, you know, that whole adage of drug free doesn't mean, or like not drug tested doesn't mean drug free. Like, do you believe in that?
Yeah, not really. I just feel like financially it doesn't make sense.
Right. You're just paying constant
Yeah,
amounts of money to win a medal.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm of the same opinion. I'm like, hey, if someone is working so hard to cheat and to pass drug tests, I mean, dude, someone even accused me of cheating once.
I mean, that's crazy. People like accuse me of cheating on like COD, where it's like I don't even know any of these things yet. Like I
I
don't
mean, I've
even
never
know
been
how I
accused of
cheat.
cheating, so you must be doing something right, bro. But like, yeah, someone accused me of cheating weigh-ins at New York State's back in 2023.
Like as a coach or
As a lifter.
as a lifter.
Yeah, so me and my guy Aldair, we were both spitting and both trying to make weight. And Aldair is my witness. Where like, you know, I was basically like 75.1. And so I weighed in a little bit later, and then I made it after spitting for a little while. And then of course I like sold my spit to some other guy or whatever the case is, just to make a little bit of scratch.
Come
And
out even on the
then
meat.
yeah, exactly. Like, hey, like, you know, normally I charge you 100, but 75 because you're a longtime customer. And so, yeah, I made weight and I competed and I got like second, I think, at New York State Championships in 2023, because my lifter, Zach DiCostanzo, won first. And obviously he's a phenomenal lifter and he, you know, out totaled me by like hundreds of kilos. But yeah, like later on, I get a call from a good friend of mine, and he's like, "Yo, everyone at the gym is talking about how you cheated during weigh-ins." And I'm like, "Dude, like imagine me cheating weigh-ins just to not win the competition." And if anyone knows anything about me, they know that I wouldn't be out here fucking cheating a weigh-in, bro. Like who the fuck does that? But yeah, it turned out to be somebody who I barely know who started that rumor, and I don't really have much of a relationship with that person, and that person has always been like super nice to me every single time I've seen them. And the fact that they try to put it on two of my closest friends that started that rumor, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? And so Brady, rest in peace, he was first blamed for starting that rumor, and I'm like, bro, there's no shot that Brady would ever do anything negative
Oh
towards me.
yeah.
And then people were like, "Oh, it was Aldair," and I'm like, "Dude, there's no shot because Aldair is like best friends with Jay, and Jay is one of my best friends and one of my athletes. There's no way that that would happen either." So it just turned out to be some guy that, you know, had said a lot of disparaging things about me, and I'm just like, dude, like, is everything okay? Is everything good at home? Like, why are you wasting all of your time talking about me when I don't even think about you, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
When
crazy.
you have like a random person just out of nowhere that you hear that's like talking about you, it's almost like all right, thank you. I appreciate like the
Yeah.
thoughts. Like,
Like, I'm
what?
living rent free in your head for no reason. And I never even gave you, like, I've always been nice to this dude and I've always never had a problem with this dude. And then all of a sudden, like, coming out of the woodwork, there were so many like disparaging comments, like I left New York City for a reason, that I was like losing my juice. And I'm like, bro, like at the time, I was like the best coach by far in New York City. What the fuck are you talking about? So anyway, it's so weird where like
Losing your juice is definitely something that was said. That was verbatim something that they said.
yeah, I was like,
your juice.
he's losing his juice, and I'm like,
That
dude,
is so fucking
I don't
funny.
even think I had juice to lose, let alone like, I mean, I'm just a dude, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not like, I'm not in this for powerlifting fame. I'm in this because I like it or I love it, and it's just something that fits well with my personality to coach other people, and I've generally done a good job at like staying in the background and not really having any drama about my career or my personality or character or what have you. And then all of a sudden, this one dude just hates that. So, very strange behavior. And I'm like, every once in a while, I'm just like, bro, like, I want to know who hurt you, and I want to know if you deserved it or not. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, who knows? But my whole thing is just what I've always said in response to those comments and people telling me things that other people say about me is really just simply always this. And that is, whatever they say about me has much more to say about them than it ever has to say about me. So like, I don't really give a fuck, so. But yeah, that's been like, never been accused of cheating in COD, but I've been accused of cheating once in powerlifting, which is wild. I'm like a mid-tier lifter at best.
Yeah, exactly. Like neither of us are anywhere near good enough to be like accused of cheating. Right? It's like cheating to be mid is like crazy. That's crazy work.
Right. That's like me cheating to be diamond or some shit like that. I'm like, yo, bro, like, what the fuck? So
I just don't understand cheating at all. I don't get it. What's the point? Like, I already live with so much like daily shit, like of why did I say that? Why did I do that? Why did like this person's gonna hate me now? And like,
same.
can you imagine throwing cheating in there? Where it's like every time you have to go to the gym, you're like hiding that you're taking steroids and like, like that's
like
gonna...
pinning yourself in the bathroom and hoping, and it's like burying it inside the the trash
You
super
got
deep or
blood
whatever.
flowing down your shoulder where you injected yourself. It's like,
yeah, I mean, there's nothing better than a clean conscience at the end of the day, right? Like,
yeah.
if there's nothing that I have to keep track of. There's nothing that I have to worry about coming out or whatever. I mean, I'm a pretty private person, and I don't really value Instagram anywhere near as much as I used to about 10 years ago. And my whole thing is just live and let live, and just, support people, wish them the best no matter what. And, just let everyone do whatever makes them happy. And I guess that's just too much to ask for, unfortunately.
Dude, I would love for you to have an Instagram resurgence of like, just like, other than this podcast, to have like weekly content.
Just shitting on people, like adding, like tagging people and being like, yo, I think you're shit, or I think you're like not a good coach, or I think you're not a good lifter or some shit. Yeah, I would never do that. But I think Yeely does a great job for everybody. And
it's a lot.
It is a lot, but also like Yeely is like 5 times bigger than I am. So I'm just like, have you ever seen Yeely in person? That dude is huge.
Yeah.
That dude is fucking massive. Like, I would never want to be on his bad side.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that it fits him, and like it fits his personality and his like righteousness and sense of justice, and I trust his moral compass quite a lot. And so
Yeah.
if he's disparaging somebody, then I'm sure that they deserved it. But at the same time, I never comment on it. I'm just like, hey, like, that's what's happening, and so let me just move on and just like have good relationships with everybody, and go from there. I mean, ultimately, I think with powerlifting, as long as you're doing a good job in powerlifting, that's all I really care about. Like, your perspectives on everything outside of powerlifting, like, that's just you subjecting yourself to your market of people that could hire you. But I have a business to run. I have mouths to feed. Like I could care less. Like what, and the fact that people care so much about where my political position is or anything of that nature, I'm like, bro, like all you really should care about me is, are we a good fit and are you making progress? And that's pretty much it. Like I'm
So,
not, not your
somebody
best friend.
asking you what your political affiliation was for real.
Yeah, like what is it for
That's
real?
so
And
funny.
I'm like, wouldn't you like to know? Why don't you just ask me? You know what I mean? Why don't you just literally ask me instead of inviting me to announce it to my entire like 200 people that watch the whole thing? You know what I mean? So who the fuck
But
knows?
I actually have a real beef with a coach that doesn't know I exist, obviously, because many people don't know I exist. But I have a beef with one coach, and I feel like I absolutely hate this guy. Um, there's this coach, like big profile coach. Every time I see him coaching, like he does this thing that pisses me off. Every time the camera goes to the tunnel where like athletes come in and out, this guy is consistently in front of the next lifter. Like his lifter will go, and then he's like at the scorer's table or needing to go to the scorer's table, and he's always in front of the next lifter. And it pisses me off so much
You should
because
tell him or her.
every other coach like goes behind the next lifter to the scorer's table, talks to them, you don't even know they exist anymore. And honestly, you look at them at any other lifter, like the lifter is the prominent person. With this coach, he has like so many like high profile lifters, and every single one of them, he's always the guy in the camera. He's always like positioning himself to where he's the focus. And it's so weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about because I've never noticed that type of behavior from any other coach, and I think it's weird behavior for sure. But what I will say is
You don't
that
watch any of the like any of the competitions, so you wouldn't see it.
you are 100% right about that, dude. Every time someone's like, "Hey, are you watching this?" I'm like, "I don't have anybody that's competing, so fuck no, I'm not going to watch it." Like 90% of my day is watching squat, bench, and deadlift and doing squat, bench, and deadlift. I'm not going to sit here with my free time and then watch that shit even more
Yeah.
so. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, whenever I'm in someone's way once in a meet, I want to kill myself. so,
Exactly.
so yeah, what I've learned recently was that similar pains and traumas manifest in different ways for people. And this person probably does not have the self-love and self-confidence to just be worthy of love in and of his intrinsic nature, and needs to be in front of the camera or in front of the lifter because that is his definition of having that self-worth. So I don't know. That's my assessment of him, but I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. But
When I tell you who it is after this, you'll be like, I think you'll be like, oh yeah, makes sense.
yeah, I mean, probably. Like, like when you tell me after this, I'm like, oh yeah, that checks out, you know. But yeah, no, very, very rarely do I ever have any kind of like beef with other coaches, and it usually all stems from the warm up room where I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, you get paid for this, and you're doing such a dog shit job. Like, there have been times, like, I'm not a confrontational person in general, but I get very confrontational in the warm up room where I will pull the coach to the side and say, hey, like, you are not only doing a disservice to your lifter, but you're also doing a disservice to all the other coaches that are trying to support everyone on this rack. Like, lock the fuck in. Like, please. Like, all you got to do is man one side of the combo rack or load plates and just make sure that you're loading correctly, but do something. Don't just sit there and not be active in your
Yeah.
athlete's, position or, other people's position. Also, on top of that, when lifters don't have anything warmed up or anything worn, and they take a million seconds to like wrist wrap on the empty bar. I'm like, dude, like, please, like, jump off a bridge ASAP.
He's talking about me
Dude,
with the wrist wraps.
that's I will yell at my own lifters all the time, being like, hey, you're wasting a lot of everyone else's time, including myself, and you have to make sure you have your wrist wraps on before you're ready to go. But there was time at regionals where so we were all benching the empty barbell. There was like 6 people on the rack, and this one kid who wanted to get coached by me, by the way, he had the bar,
No way.
and it was like 13, and he's a 12, and he's like, yo, can we get it down to 12? And I just stared at him, and I'm like, take the bar, please. And he's like, no, I really need it at 12. And so I slowly did it at 12, and then I turned to my boy who like was like, yo, this guy wants to get coached by you. And I was just like, yeah, I'm never going to coach this dude. Like,
Yeah.
fuck no. Like, I already hate this person, and there's no coming back from
You
this.
can't repair that. There's no
there's
way
no
to
repair.
repair that.
Like, if you can't stand the fact that you have one rack height higher on the empty barbell, you probably shouldn't even be powerlifting, honestly. Like, you probably should not.
That
You probably should
ends-
go play golf or some shit.
I will, like, that person loses all, like, privilege of ever talking to me for an extended
Yeah,
period of
I'm
time
like-
ever again.
Have some level of emotional or physical resiliency, man, and just understand that it's only 20 kilos, and hopefully you're lifting more than that and on the platform. And so you can handle this. Like, you got this. Like, you are worth it.
Yeah, I think I take it too far sometimes. Like, when I handle, I think I maybe do too much, because you're dealing with, like, me. I deal with mostly like super novice lifters. So like, you're at a meet and like we're like done with squats, and I've noticed that you haven't drank any water. I'm telling you to drink water. Like, if you haven't eaten anything yet, like, I'm telling you, hey, drink your water. You need to drink some Gatorade. Like, eat some food. Let's get some gummies. Like, start doing your caffeine. Like, because they literally will go and not drink till like after bench.
I mean, all I ever do is just ask them what their favorite president is or some shit. Or I'm like, bro, you know, if you're hungry, eat, or if you're thirsty, drink. But
Yeah.
like, what do you
But
think
they
about?
don't, like, with like experienced lifters, you don't have to worry about that. They're doing that. But with these,
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. I mean, I would say that if someone had like a tough water cut, then I'm being more micromanaging. But 90% of the time, and I think that most of my lifters would attest to this, that 90% of the time, we're not really talking very much, and we're not really doing anything other than the work that's necessary. And the only times I will ever lean in socially with a lifter is if they need it. And so if they need to be talked to, or if they want to have some jokes thrown at them, I'm happy to do my stand-up comedy routine that I'm still working on, by the way.
have you found a
And,
class?
dude, when I find a class, I mean, when I looked at the classes, most of the conversations were like, yeah, you don't need a class. You just need to go to an open mic. And maybe I will. Maybe I will just throw all caution to the wind and put my nervous system through a very terrible experience to get on a mic and throw out some dirty ass jokes, and then hopefully get a laugh or two, and then just go back home and just go back to being a powerlifting coach. But yeah,
It's so
weird.
scary.
It is scary. And I think that, I mean, I consider myself relatively funny, but it's one of those things where it's a lot about vibe, really, right? Your confidence and your vibe when you're doing stand-up comedy. And I think that I would be so body language wise closed off doing it. So I don't know. I maybe I'm talking myself out of it, but I would like to do it at some point. What is the lowest form of purchase that you would ever use like Affirm or Afterpay for? Because I was interested in doing the Domino's thing where you order Domino's on like Afterpay.
Like, at one point when you were poor?
No, like a year ago, I was thinking about that.
Wait, why?
Just for the lulz, I'm like, oh, I got this for like 10 payments of 50 cents per month or some shit. You know?
I mean,
Like
for
that is what I'm most concerned about, is that Affirm or Afterpay is available for like $20 purchases. And I'm like, dude, if you have to go through a hard credit check to get your pizza, that is insane to me.
yeah, no, I don't like I don't make purchases. Like what I mean is
What the fuck?
like
You just rob and steal and
I
barter?
don't think about it. I don't think about at all. Like if I want something or if I need something, I'll buy it. Like
Oh, so you're one of
especially
those
if it's
people
like
that
under
think that
$50, like I'll just buy
fuck
it.
it. Yeah.
Like okay, for example, we need to buy a new couch.
And
And
you just bought it.
no, well that's the thing. They're in that like 1,000 to like 2,000 range, and I can't bring myself to pull the trigger.
You got to, man. You got to get the West Elm couch and everything, bro. Are you kidding me?
It's $2,000.
Is it a Burrow couch?
Like it's a reclining one or something
No,
like
but
that.
like what's the brand?
Oh, I have no idea.
What do you mean
I
you have
don't.
no idea? Like, what
That's
the
the
fuck?
thing. I don't search for anything. Like,
Okay, so you just
I'm
like
more
you're just the
impulsive.
end guy. You were just
Yeah.
like, oh, Sand has researched everything, and so now I'm just here to pay for it, type thing.
No, no, well, yes and no, but like more like I mean, she makes more money than I do. Like we don't have separate accounts or anything. It's all one account. We've never
Oh, good
had
for you, man.
separate stuff. Like we're
No
all
wonder you don't give a fuck about money. Then you're just like, oh, it's just not my money anyway, so might as well just spend that shit.
She makes a little bit more than me, all right? But it's like we've always like any purchases we make a decision together. It's never been one of those things like, hey, can you buy this? Like it's not like she's asking me, but it's like we're talking about it and she's like fine with it and I just can't do it. And like we need to buy a dresser and it's like $1,000. I'm just like fucking, I can't. Now if she would have like
$1,000.
if she would have said like, "Hey, I bought a dresser and it's $1,000," I would have been like, "Yeah, okay." Who cares?
But because it's you, you have
Yeah.
to like second guess everything. That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think that for me, I try my best to go for quality over price. Like if I can see myself really enjoying myself and really upgrading my life, even if it's something that's just a little bit out of reach of what I can afford, I will do it no matter what.
Yep.
And I'll always trade time over money. Like
Every
if I
time.
can save time, I will just spend the money. But it's also weird because, to bring this back full circle, Capricorns are supposed to be like amazing with money. And I'm the money guy in the family myself. And I'm just literally Googling shit and just being like, yeah, that sounds good to do. Like, let's open up a IRA or let's do a SEP IRA. Let's start paying Aurelia money for like doing tasks around the house or around the office, so that way I can have like tax-free payments to her and like pay for her school and shit. So, anyways, it's just been one of those things where I think you're right. Like, I don't bat an eye if like someone in my family needs something and they just buy it and then I just pay for it and it's like, oh yeah, all good. Like I paid for a Portugal trip, like just randomly, right? It was like, like Kaylee and Aurelia
cool.
Kaylee and Aurelia wanted to go to Portugal and they were like, oh, I can't personally afford it. And I'm just like, I got you. Just go, just fucking go. Right. But then when I have to like spend money, I'm just like, oh, like, I don't know what to do, man. Like I don't know if I deserve it, but it's
well,
weird.
like I have a couch. I have a couch.
Oh,
It
you have a
sucks.
couch already.
Yeah, and it's been here for 5 years. It's beaten up. It's time for it to change. But in my head, I'm like, I can get another year out of this couch.
Is it molded to your body when you sit on it?
It's very uncomfortable.
Oh, then yeah, maybe you can't go a whole year without that shit.
But I could. I could. And I probably will end up doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
Sand
just buy the
hearing this
fucking
is.
couch, bro. That's ultimately the thesis of this podcast. Buy the couch, get better at COD, and then all of your life problems will go away. Ultimately, because
Yeah.
think about it this way. I mean, as I don't think I've ever done this before, but as your powerlifting coach, if you don't have a good couch, then like you could like have a pain response when you're deadlifting 320 or some shit like that. So you know that's the thing. Like
That's
I
crazy.
learned a new term like about a month ago or a month and a half ago called emotional steering.
Ooh.
And someone had told me like, hey, like you're really good at emotional steering. And I'm like, I had to immediately Google that. And I'm like, actually, I am fucking awesome at emotional steering.
Wait, I got
But
questions. Hold on a second before you continue.
sure,
Who tells you you're good at emotional steering?
someone very close to me.
Is it somebody who has been steered emotionally by you?
I guess. Yeah, I guess. I guess.
That is so interesting. Like, that
um,
person has to know what emotional steering is, first of all.
I guess. Yeah, I didn't really ask too many questions. I just went straight into Googling and I'm just like, fuck, like, yeah. I mean, it is, I think it is something that you have to have as a skill set as a coach, because if someone's not having a good prep or something like that, you have to emotionally steer. You have to be like, hey, like visualize this and like this is what our future is going to look like and things of that nature. And I went up to a couple of other people that I'm like really close with, and I'm like, hey, do you think I'm a good emotional seer? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. And I'm just like, what? Like I had no idea. Like I was doing it, but I had no idea that that was actually a thing. And when I Googled it, I'm gonna actually Google it right now. And by the way, I have to go in like 2 minutes, but it is like overall like not a bad thing, but it can be like a very manipulative thing to do, right? So like
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds manipulative.
yeah, it's like it involves using language, imagery, and latent vectors to guide, influence, or manipulate feelings and actions. And I'm just like, oh my God. So like, it's mostly used in like marketing and public discourse and things of that nature, and like showing your emotional intelligence and things
You're a
in that
master
area.
manipulator.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's just like the risk of it is like, while useful, emotional steering can become manipulative in interpersonal contexts, causing self-doubt, anxiety, and low self-esteem. And I'm like, dude, that is not my intention in terms of emotional steering or being in the driver's seat of this conversation. But at the same time, I can see why it can be potentially problematic. But yeah, I've learned so many things about psychology and myself over the past 3 months. And it really is just being shown a mirror quite often. And I'm very grateful to that. And, if it wasn't for these conversations, I don't think I would be as good of a person as I am right now. So,
It's basically just calling you a troll.
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's trolling. I think it's maybe more serious than that, where it's like, hey, you might be influencing my own decision making. And I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. But in a way, I want the right result, to happen. So I have, I'm constantly nowadays being hyper vigilant about, am I being centered? Am I coming from a centered position, or am I coming from a dysregulated position where I want to manipulate and, influence negatively or something like that? But yeah, I mean, I think that, yeah, over the past couple of months, I've learned quite a lot about myself, and yeah, the emotional steering aspect of it was one of the things that I still think about to this day on a daily basis.
I
But
think we're gonna have to.
what's
Go ahead.
up?
Sorry. I
No,
said
go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
think we're gonna have to dive into this next time.
Yeah, just know that I am healing and not healed. So in that case, like there would be points in time for me where I'm like, let me emote. I don't think I've ever consciously, or what is that word? Like like the difference between like first degree murder is like or intent, right? Like
Intentionally.
yeah, intent. Yeah, intent. So it's like I don't think I ever have the intent to manipulate or the intent to override someone else's like personal
Yeah.
perspective or autonomy, but it is something that has made me much more careful about the application of it, because as a coach, I have to apply that all the time.
Yeah.
And as someone that takes great pride in his ability to like read people and figure them out and put them into boxes and then understand like what buttons I can push and what buttons I can't push, I'm just like, God damn, maybe like I don't know. It has made me like question everything about me. So like, but yeah, I guess I'm pretty good at that shit.
We're just two balls of anxiety trying to end a podcast. Okay, bye.
Bye.